let's see two more methods, that is first item and is last item. So is first item will be returning true or false based on the currently active menu item is the first item or not. Similarly, is last item will be returning true or false based on whether the currently active menu item is the last item or not. So let me add one more button, button ID equals is first or btn is first. That will be better, I think. btn is first, and let the label be is first. And on the click of this button, I want to do something. So after this $hash btn is first, on the click of this, let me add the function, and within this, let me just write a variable where is first equals, how I can call it? It is also a method, so I can just copy this and paste it and call the is first item method. This will return true or false. So let me just alert is first. And now let me save this and let me refresh. Let me first click expand. Okay, now the focus is on all books. Let me click is first. See, it is returning true because it is the first element. So how we can check for another element that is not the first item? For that, we need to get focus to some other item, right? So here, let me get focus for some other item. So how we can do that? I can use this one and copy it here and call this expand method. Okay, let me refresh. Let me click this button. See, it is returning false. So here we will be able to know whether the item is first item or not. To see it clearly, what I'm going to do is, within this, let me call the focus, and I want to get the text of the active item. Okay, so what I can write? Function, we have seen this in the event section, function, and it will have event and UI, right? Event comma UI, and I want to store the text in a variable. It should be having global access. So let me specify where item, and within this I need to specify item equals UI dot item dot find. What should be found? I need to find the active menu item. So dot UI state active, and I want to get its text. We have discussed why we are writing like this when we discuss the events, right? So I am not going to explain it again. So this will have the text, and here instead of this, what we can do, we can check if is first equals true, then we can return item is the first item. So MSG equals is the first item or is the first menu item. We need to declare the MSG variable before this, where MSG. Okay, so here I need to have MSG as well, and if it is false, which means it is not the first item, so MSG should be modified like is not the first menu item. Hope you understand this. I'm just trying to display some meaningful message because we are just seeing true or false. So instead of that, if the item is the first item, we are getting the name of the item or the menu item in the item variable here, right? So item is the first menu item or item is not the first menu item. Let's see that. Save. Let me refresh. Let me click the is first. See, computers and accessories is not the first menu item. So I wanted to see a meaningful message like this. And if I change the focus to 1, which means it is the first menu item, right? So save, refresh. Let me click is first. See, books is the first menu item. Okay. And if I want to get focus to the next level, that is computers and then to laptops, what I can do within this, I need to have two more focus, because at a level we cannot write focus and expand. So let me copy this, paste it here and here. So nth child of 2 means this one. It will be better to see it here. If I select nth child of 2, it will be this one. And if I again select ul li nth child of 1, it will select this one. So let's try to modify our code like this. Here it should be 2, okay, then 2, then it will be within a ul, okay, and then li nth child of 1, which means it will be the computers menu, okay. And again what I want to select the nth child of 2. So let me copy this, paste it here, and again I want a ul, that is this ul, and then li nth child of 2 again if I want to select laptops. So here what I can do, again I can specify ul and then li nth child of 2, okay. And now let's see, save, let me refresh, let me click is first. Okay, the focus is gone, but we are not getting the correct message. Why? Okay, here it should be nth child of 2, right? Nth child of 2, then nth child of 1, and then again nth child of 2. Let's see that. Let me refresh. Let me click. See, laptops is not the first menu item. Okay, this is the laptops. So we have now changed the focus to this item, and we are seeing the message laptops is not the first item. Suppose I change is first to is last. What will happen now? Let me change is first to is last. We can call the is last item method. So let me change this to last, and here instead of first let me change it to last and call the is last item. So we should change the message as well, last, here as well, last, okay. And we can also change this if we want. I'm not changing it. Let me refresh. Let me click is last. See, laptops is the last menu item. So it will be having true. That is why we are seeing the message like laptops is the last menu item. Suppose I change this to 1, then desktops will be selected, right? So what will be the message? Let me refresh. Let me click. See, desktops is not the last menu item. So like this we can expand our menu item as we want and then call the methods. So in this lecture, though we have planned to discuss 8, we have also explained the focus method. So the different methods discussed in this lecture are refresh, focus, expand, collapse, collapse all, previous, next, is first item and is last item. The refresh method is used to initialize all the existing menu items. Focus method is used to get focus to the required menu item. Expand is used to expand all the sub-menu items of the currently active menu item. The collapse method is used to close the currently active sub-menu items, whereas the collapse all method is used to close all the open menu items. Then previous and next is used to change the focus to the previous and next menu of the currently active sub-menu items. Then finally, is first item will return true or false based on whether the currently active menu item is the first item or not. Similarly, is last item returns true or false based on whether the currently active menu item is the last menu item or not. So in this lecture, we have discussed 9 different methods related to jQuery UI's menu widget.